welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're returning, just say hi. Thank you so much to everyone that has been out there subscribing and commenting. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate every single one of you. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, I'd invite you to do so. I upload at least 2 times a week, and I love upcycling thrift store products. I love DIYs on a budget, especially using Dollar Tree products. So if that interests you, please hit the subscribe button. And if you hit that bell, you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps my channel grow. So what are we going to be making today?
Okay, so today we're going to be upcycling these 3 fall home decor pieces. I am going to show you how I upcycled that scale, this vase, and that basket. So the scale I got from my father when I was helping my parents move. I got the glass vase from my sister and she knew I could do something with it, and the basket from a thrift store. So if you would like to know how to upcycle these pieces, stay tuned.
If you would like to know what products I've used, please check out the description box below. And with all that being said, let's get on to the video.
Okay. DIY number 1, scale upcycle. Like I said, I found this scale in my parents' basement when I was helping them move. I knew I wanted to get it home and try to do something with it. So the first thing I wanted to do was take out that glass piece in the front that's cracked. So we tried to get it out in 2 pieces and couldn't, so my husband took it outside and basically just broke it out of the whole metal contraption. I replaced that metal front, and now I'm getting ready to choose my paint color. My 2 choices were moss and agave in Waverly Chalk Paint. The elephant will be the distressor color, so now I'm debating between these 2. So I ended up going with agave. So now I'm giving it a few brush strokes right on the top. At this point, do you think agave was the better choice, or should I have gone with the moss? Tell me in the comments, would you have gone with agave, moss, or neither? Okay, so I am trying to fill in that entire base at the top and giving it one good coat. After that, I am going to coat the base of it right below the dial. And I'm thinking, uh-oh. Is this a little light, like a light blue? I was pleased to say that once it dried, it became darker, and I liked it much more. Now I'm taking this elephant chalk paint, and that dial there is a bit red for me, and I wanted it darker, so I took that dark gray, which is the elephant, and gave it one good coat. I did give it a second coat later once it dried. And I put some paper behind it just so that I wouldn't have to tape everything up. Okay, so I really struggled putting that front piece on, so you will see when I paint the front, I leave it on. Okay, so I'm giving that whole base piece another coat with the agave. And again, with that second coat, it darkened it just a bit more. All right, so that elephant, like I said, I kept that metal piece on the front because I really struggled at getting it back on and I didn't want to take it off again. So I am just giving it a few touches of that elephant paint just to match the dial, but I didn't like how matte it looked. So now I go around and wipe some of it off just to pull out some of that, I don't know, metal look again. I take that same elephant and I put a little on my brush. I only use what's in the cap. I don't want to put a lot in it, so I'm running along the edges just to give it some distressing. And at this point, I take my thicker brush and I am going to give it a dry brushing of the elephant. So I take some off, and now you can see I'm just dry brushing some on the top, some along the sides. And do you see how all those raised portions, that those pieces are now getting darker because of the dry brushing with the elephant? And I am absolutely loving the way this looks. So at this point, I'm like, yes, I am so glad I went with the agave. And you know what? I thought my husband was going to hate it. He walked down the steps and he was like, oh my gosh, I love that color you chose. So I was really happy that I went with the agave once he saw it as well. Okay, so you can see, oh, goodness gracious. So you can see at this point, I am just going around and touching the places with that brush that I really think I want to distress it and give it that darker look. And I'm just loving the way this is looking. I'm so happy with it. And you can see the way I'm brushing it, just haphazardly, touching those places where I want it a bit darker. And there we go. I'm loving it. Okay, so I just want to do a quick mention. I know some of you have been asking where I've been. I have been going to my trainings this week and I've been so crazy busy getting ready to go back to school. So I wanted to make sure I got a video out for you guys before school started this week, just because I just want you to know I'm thinking about you guys. So I've been rushing to get it done. All right, DIY number 2, trash to treasure. Basket and pumpkins. So like I said, I got this basket from a thrift store and it's just that yellow that, I don't know, I just don't love that yellow. So I decided to give it, oh, it was only 99 cents. I decided to give it a rough coat of Waverly Chalk Paint in white. I didn't want to give it a full coat. I really wanted some of the wood from the basket to show through. So that's what I did. Okay, so you can see here I decided to take the elephant that's on the brush. I did not put any more on it. And I gave a run over of just like to say like, okay, I'm distressing it. All right. But then when it dried, it looked dirty. Like it looked like, I don't know. It looked like it was full of soot. So I liked that it gave it a dimension, but at the same time, I don't know. It just looked dirty gray to me. So I took the white and I went on top of that gray. And I didn't cover it completely, but I wanted more of that fresh white look, so that's what I did. All right, so I took some of this burlap that I got from Walmart a while back. It's really cheap, but it frays. That's what burlap does. And so I cut off all those little, I don't know, fuzz strings to clean it up. And once it's clean, I take this little bag that I got from Walmart of some pumpkins and gourds. It was their harvest bag of pumpkins. It was about $5, and there were 2 gourds and 3 pumpkins inside. So about $1 each. Okay, so they are like a plastic. They're heavy plastic, so I like the way they felt. And I started with 3 inside. As you can see, when I decorate my home with it and I am showing you how I'm using it, I end up using 2 in the basket and 3 on the outside. But at this point, this is what I'm doing. I take this ribbon. It is a ticking ribbon. I love the look of this. I got it at Hobby Lobby, half off for $2, and love this ribbon. So I'm just cutting the ends at an angle and I'm straightening the bow, and I just love how this looks. It's almost like a beige and a gray stripe. So pretty. Okay, DIY number 3, vase makeover with fall picks. Okay, so the vase, like I said, I got from my sister. It's just a simple black glass vase that you can get pretty much anywhere. I'm cleaning it and I'm taking off the price tag at the bottom, and I just want to let you know that I love using baby wipes for this. So basically I take off what I can, and all of that glue residue, a baby wipe gets that right off. Super easy. Then I dried it with a paper towel, and I'm taking my Waverly Chalk Paint in white, and I give it 2 good coats. So my first coat I try to keep pretty thin because I want it to dry quick, and then my second coat I am able to make it more opaque. So I go along the edges, the bottom, and a little on the inside where you might see down in the vase just a bit. Okay, so now I'm taking my Waverly Chalk Paint in Truffle, which is basically a dark brown, and I'm taking whatever's in that cap, not much, and I am distressing that white and giving it a good dry brushing. I just don't want it to look too stark white. Okay. I love how this ends up looking. It distresses it a bit and it looks a little more rustic for when I add my fall picks. So I let that dry and I take this ribbon from the Dollar Tree. It is red and like burlap. It's like red paint on burlap. And I really like this chevron, but the ribbon is a little thick for my liking for that small vase. So I trim off the edges and it makes it a bit thinner. And I like how it looks a little jagged on the edge. I kind of like how that looked for my fall decor piece. So all I did was tie it in a knot, and I did end up gluing a bit on that knot so it didn't come out. And I am taking my Walmart picks that have some pine cones, some pumpkins, some leaves, and just, I don't know, some white flowers, and I put it inside. Okay, my final reveal, my favorite part. So here you can see my scale and my basket on top, and look at this vase. I love how this whole fall vignette turned out. It looks so cute. I'm so happy with it. So my basket, you can see I put a white leaf inside. All I did was take a Dollar Tree leaf and I gave it a good coating of white paint. So you can see I have the pumpkin and the gourd inside. There's my white ticking ribbon. Here is the fall picks that are in the vase, and everything just looks so pretty. I just tucked those sprigs of greenery behind this chevron ribbon just to give it another element. So tell me, which one of these is your favorite out of all three? I'm gonna go with the scale. Love it. There's a couple more leaves that I painted from the Dollar Tree. So I hope you love this because I love it too. If you would know anyone that would make something like this, please share this video with them. Give it a thumbs up if you like what you saw or you found it helpful. That helps my channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video.
I hope you like these projects. I love them so much. I hope you do as well. And that's the end of my video. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!